Hey friends, Scott Smith with the Smithy McKellar Williams. Wanted to share with you some insights that are close to home for me personally and professionally, and that is when is the right time to sell your mom and dad's or your parents' home. We've worked with many families over the years and helping them navigate the process of what it looks like when you're selling the family property. The bottom line is that there really isn't any right way to sell a parent's home. The thing that kind of helps that compass point in the right direction is the family member's needs. If it's healthcare first, it's not finances, it's the navigating the emotional aspects of the move. So I've got some tips and tricks that we've helped many clients with over the years, and hopefully it will help you as well. The first step that you want to make sure that you're navigating is where are mom and dad going next? And that certainly points to having the right decisions for healthcare and safety for them. If they're looking to downsize from their current home, maybe there's too many steps, too much space, maybe they just need a different level of care. Those are the really important things to make sure that you have a good handle on. Where is the next place that they're going to be moving to? The second thing I wanted to share with you is something that we see quite often. It's putting the cart before the horse. And what I mean by that is who has the authority to actually sell the property. And as you're navigating the process, there is a long runway for many families. They might start a conversation 12 months in advance and planning accordingly. Maybe there's a waiting list for the apartment or the senior care facility where they're looking at, and they want to make sure that process goes smoothly, because if they've lived in the home for a number of years or decades, to make sure that process goes very smoothly, and you've got taking your time with that. Unfortunately, there are some times when the senior or parents are in a situation where they have to move. Maybe they've had a health incident and they are forced to move sooner versus later. So then you got to kick things into high gear, making sure that you're leaning on the appropriate professional, your attorney, your accountant, your senior housing specialist, to make sure that that process is moving along smoothly, but having the right capacity legally to make sure we're signing. And if someone is in memory care, like my mom was, we want to make sure that we had the right power of attorney or a trustee to make sure that those documents were able to be signed on her behalf. The third thing I want to share with you is selling that family home can be very emotional. If it's a property like we had, where the house that we grew up in, there was a lot of emotions that were wrapped up in that, and memories that go along with it as well. And that's some of the things that actually take quite a bit longer to navigate. Once you get through that part of it, there's going to be some more bumps in the road, but from a personal standpoint, moving forward with the beginning with the end in mind, the most important thing is what is the right place for mom or dad to be. And that's probably not going to be in the home that they're in right now. It's going to be in the next space, because it's going to prolong their life potentially and put them in a good spot physically and emotionally, where they're getting the right care that they need. The fourth thing I want to share with you that goes along with that is being prepared for some of those difficult decisions. What I mean by that is, as you're going through the property, it's not just a business transaction where you're selling the house. There's so many things that lead up to that ahead of time. And that's, what are we going to be doing with the furniture? What are we going to be doing with some of the family heirlooms? Where are we going to be moving those things? And it's certainly an emotional decision for the family members when they're going through that. And obviously mom and dad, making sure that they have a good feeling of what they're going to be taking with them to their next place, and what things that might want to be passed down to the next generation, and what things might need to be sold. I've talked many times about that stoplight, the red, yellow, and green, and navigating a senior move or a downsizing. What things you're going to take with you, what things might be sold or donated, what things maybe are just better handed off to the garbage man. So making sure you're being prepared to make those difficult decisions, getting on the same page, having an open dialogue around that. Every family member is going to have a different perspective, and making sure you're leaning into those different perspectives and moving forward with it. The family dynamics, that is the last thing I want to share with you, and that is navigating those early. Obviously, it's an emotional decision, but there's also some things in the process that you want to make sure you have clearly stated, that you're all on the same page. You might have one person that has power of attorney and authority to do that, but do you want to involve mom and dad in the decision for selling their home? If they're of the mental capacity, but maybe they just don't have the emotional standpoint ready to go, making sure that they are all on the same page. And with siblings, if you've got multiple family members that might be involved with it, how do you navigate that part of it? So there are a lot of things to lean into, and we are here to help. We've helped many families navigate this process, whether it's a longer runway or it's a quicker decision that needs to happen sooner versus later because a family member is maybe having a health event that needs to move sooner versus later. We have some great resources to lean on. So if you know of anyone that's in a situation or just want to have an early conversation around that move, reach out to us, 651-777-3434. It is a spot that is close to home for us, and we've helped many, many clients and families navigate the process. Please reach out to us, 651-777-3434, or find us online. You can send us a direct message. Share this with a family member that might need to have a conversation with about navigating this process. Hopefully it'll be helpful for them as well. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care.